Today I'll be showing you guys how to use Rust Rcon tools like Rusty Admin and Rcon IO. The first one we'll start off with is called Rcon IO, and it's a web-based Rcon for Rust, and it doesn't involve any downloading or anything. It is more basic, but it doesn't involve downloading for people who are, don't like to download things that they don't obviously know how to use or don't trust in a sense. So you go to rcon.io and it directs you to this site. Once you go here, you can check how it works, but you really don't need to do that since you're watching this video. Anyways, you click login, so then you bring up the server IP. So from the owner or whoever gave you the Rcon, who gave the Rcon information, you would import the server IP. Then you would get the you would get the Rcon port. Also, you would get the Rcon password. So which obviously it's anonymous, so if somebody's like near you don't want to see them or anything, it obviously blurs it out. So then you click connect to server, which now I'm connected to server, and this is what it looks like. So this is like if you're on Rust and you click F1 and you go to the console, this is technically what it is, but it's for the server. If that makes sense. You can see more things about it. So it works just like it. So similar like it. And once you click server up here, this tells you how many people are connected to the server, the memory usage your server is using, the frame rate of the server, also the entity count. So if it gets too high, you can also restart your server and stuff like that. This tells you how much speed is coming in and how much speed you're using, stuff like that. And this is the chat in the server. So you can see, so if I were you, I would have like this open. If you're not inside the game, I would have this open and then pull up another tab with another Rcon. Let's see, and have like another one open like this, and then have, let's say that you want the console open or something like that. Then you can do stuff on the console while watching the chat and monitoring it. Next we have players. So this tells you their Steam name, obviously, their country that they're in. Sometimes it doesn't always show you it. Then it tells you their Steam ID, Steam 64 ID, which this is very important. If let's say you want to ban them or stuff like that, but since this tool is a lot useful, obviously here, if I were to click ban player, it would obviously ban them, and I could click player and give a reason why to click player. For instance, let's see, let me actually jump the game real fast. While that's going up, let's see. Yeah, while that's going up, we'll head over to the next column where it tells you the ban history. It will tell you their Steam name, their Steam 64 ID, the reason why they got banned from the admin, the owner, stuff like that. From what they put down as why they got banned, and there's options. They'll have options to unban, I believe. Yeah, they'll have options to unban. Also, that's pretty much it for there. So really, it just tells you who got banned and stuff like that. So then you click on tools, you click on players. So what this tool does, it allows you to, this is you, right here. This is you. So you want this person to go to this person. So in instance, if I was to teleport that, this person, Bob, would go to this person, would TP to this person, and they'll be next to each other, right? So you know how you go in F1 and you go to I believe it's tools. Yeah, you go to F1. Let's see, I'll show you guys right now. So if you click here, you go F1, you go to items, and yeah, you can spawn stuff in, stuff like that. But it's much easier to go here. You can select as much as you want, you could press, and then you could type in, let's say if you want uh, timed explosive charge, you just type it in, because sometimes, yeah, you just type it in, and you select to the player, and you select to play, and automatically give it to the person. Um, Also, let's say if you're in Rust, you would only have a certain amount limit you can uh, give to yourself, and you would have to physically, if you wanted to give money to somebody, right? You would have to physically go to them, teleport to them, and then give them the items. Um, and they don't have every single thing you can spawn in the game on here, obviously. So it's just easier, or maybe when, well, actually they kind of do, but anyways, they have it's just much easier because sometimes I've gone through here a bunch of times and she what things I can get while me thinking of I forgot about the Rcon where you can just type in how much you want to give the person, then you can just type in something you want to have, and then you give it to yourself, give it to the player, and there you go. Now chat is server chat. So if you go to a server and you say, and then you see something called server, well, yes, they're using the Rcon or they're using F1 on the Rust. They type in this. I believe that they type in say, and then they type in, or they do that in the game. Sorry, they do that in the game. They type in slash say, and then they enter in, and then it says server, and then it says whatever they said. So for instance, I will put hello, welcome. Alright, see right there, I just said hello and welcome. I click chat, and see it says server, hello, welcome. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this one. But before we continue, let me just get this something. Let me just get something really fast, guys. There we go. Let me connect to the server, and then I can show you what stuff does. Just to give you guys a better understanding and stuff like that of the server. Okay, it's not popping up for some reason. Okay, let's just go the easier way and just get the ow. And let's come and let me find the server European port. Let's see. Okay, cool. I got the server IP and port. What you would do is click F1. You would type in client dot connect space and then the IP, obviously. Alright, once that goes, once I get in the server, I can show you what's left. So this is pretty much what this is for. It's simple and stuff like that, but it doesn't give you as much information. So say if you wanted to see if the person has a VAC ban or something like that, you physically have to go to you just type in Google Steam ID. Yep, Steam ID Finder. You can just all these ones are pretty good. So for instance, so you click on one of these, right? You would go here. You would go to players. You would copy it, copy their Steam ID 64. Then you paste it and you press lookup. Then it tells you, oh, I guess this one doesn't tell you. Okay. I know for sure this one does actually. I believe this one actually does. No, that's strange. I've used that one for it. Okay. So this one obviously does. So it tells you the game bans, if they have any VAC bans, community bans, trade bans, So all this here is good, obviously. The real name is obviously not set. When they create a profile, it's public, private, there's team IDs. And you can obviously click, say if I wanted to see what their actual stuff, you just copy and go through 'em, and you can see what their profile is on Steam. Simple as that, and you can go to their friends, they have their friends go on it or something like that. And this tells you their friends list. But see, that's all a lot of work, you know? It's kind of a pain. Alright, so since I'm in the server right now, I'll refresh. This is me. So, for instance, say if I wanted to kick myself, I would say, you know, um, racism, you know, and I would put click player, and then they would see it like, oh snap, okay, and then they'll rejoin. Now, if I wanted to ban the player, let's say for, I don't know, flying. You ban the player, right? Then you go to bans if it process. Let's see, let's refresh the page. Okay. See, now it says my name, the Steam 64 ID of the person, and it tells you the reason of what I put before, and I said flying. Then it gives you an option. A green means you're okay, you're unbanned. Boom, I click it. I press unban player. Now I'm obviously unbanned. Now I see, now if I look here after a second, let's see, no players are banned. Okay, and this also tells you what the server name is. Stuff like that. It's pretty simple. Alright, now let me connect back to the server, because I'll show you more. And then, let's see. Yeah, you can use simple commands here. Alright, so the next one I'm going to be showing you guys is Rust admin. So, what you would do is you would go to, let's see. You would go to, you would go to www.rustadmin.com. You get the gist. Anyways, when you log onto the site, it's pretty decent. You know, it shows you stuff that's inside the program. Anyways, you click download. Then you click here. You can obviously choose if you want to pay, if you want to donate and stuff like that. We're not here for that. We're here just to download. So once you click download, it will start downloading the file. But since I've already downloaded the file, you don't need to do that. Also, you most likely, if you have an antivirus, as I did at Norton, you might have to disable it and stuff like that. So what I did was, I obviously disabled it, but I went to the settings, and I had to disable all this stuff right here, all this, because it was removing a file that they suppose that it was dangerous for your computer, but it really is not. It just connects to the server and stuff like that. Now we will I'll show you how it works. So I would open up this, go to downloads, Rust admin, okay. You would just copy, go to desktop and paste it, or just drag it onto your desktop. Okay, now what we'll do is you can obviously extract all, or you can open it and drag it onto your desktop. Next, what you can do is open up Rust admin. Then you can straight go down to Rust admin. Right there. Give it a second. Okay. Now, once you're on Rust admin, you would want to go to configuration, put in the server IP as we did last time. We'll put this Rcon port. Also, we'll put the password in. You can choose if you want to auto reconnect or auto reconnect at startup, which I'm not going to do any of those. Also, you can put your Steam ID 64, notify when an admin is pronounced by a player, prefix console, which shows you on the console and stuff like that. And then make sure Rcon type is on web Rcon. Okay. Now what you do is click save. You can just put whatever you want for the name. You press OK. Configuration saved. Now what you want to do is I also just click that because it's much easier. Okay. Let's see. Ouch. Ow. Okay, and also you can click go to also you can click on all this other stuff here. Auto kick plays using family share. Check family share owner for VAC or MNBD's advance. Which I go to click that. But for this instance of the video, I will not. It's cheating fans, so it tells you stuff like this. If you want to go through all this, you can. Also, this you can if you'd like. Then you'd go here to configuration. You go to general. Okay, make sure everything's correct. Everything's good to go. Save. And then what you do is click here. For some reason, it's not that's strange. There we go. You click connect from server right there. And you disconnect it right there. Just click server connect. And see, look, now I'm connected to the server. Combat lands, stuff like that. This is server SPS. Tells you how many players on the server. Now, what you do is, this will be like the chat. So, for instance, let's see. Let me tab back into the server. And let's say if I said hi, for instance, okay, you'd go back and you obviously what time, when they put it in chat in the game, it will tell the name of the person and it will tell them what the message is about. Oxide, if you don't have a modded server, don't worry about none of this. But it's really you don't need to use this at all. Anyways, console. So you know how I was showing you before, how you can use this for anything, right? For instance, let's say you want to type a sensitive console, right? The bottom one, see how it says type for chat commands? That's different. That's for talking in chat from server. So for instance, say if I want to say hi, right? It tells you user ID 0 because it's server. Then tells you who it is. It's the server. The color is EEE, and the time is when they did that. So for instance, say if a server talks in chat, it would say, and then it'll tell them hi. So if I go tab back into my game, you can see where it says right here, server hi. And stuff like that. See, and over here when I ban myself, it said that too here. See. All right. So now we'll move on. Oh, and also you can schedule commands for the server, trigger commands, highlight system, and configure console. Make console filters. Now server config is which you can reset. Pretty much kind of like just refresh the server pretty much. So say if there's like a low increase of animals, you just click this and there should be a lot more after you restart the server, all this stuff after you restart the server. So once you do all this, you click save server.write config. You click that and it saves. Then what you want to do is go to server infos. This is the host name, and you can always change this. So if you go to see if I can pull it up real fast. Hopefully it pops up again. Let's see. Cool. So now how you type in the whole server, you can change this. You can change it from here. You can change the stuff from there. You can change. You can put in a server URL. You can put a server description. Also, you can put a server image. So it's pretty neat actually. Here it tells you the frame rate of the server. Here it tells you the game time of this game time of the server. It's like how long it's been up. This tells you the name of the server. It tells you how many people are joining, like in queue. This tells you the map, if it's generated or procedural, and this procedural map. The max players of the map, so it's saying how much the server can hold from the host provider, and this is 75. Players in the server is 1. Queued is obviously 0. Uptime of the server has been this many hours. And entity count. That's pretty decent actually. Pretty nice entity count right there. And it obviously increases after the time. After you see if I refresh, it goes increases. Next, you would go to players, and this right here tells you this is number 1 player, right? Obviously that's me. This will tell you their ID, your Steam ID, country, your name on your Steam account, VAC bans, game bans, bans on Rust admin. So you remember how I did? Let's see. I'll show you. Okay, so let's see. Super jump. Oh, this is when I had my server up. Um, I was playing around with it and stuff like that. Anyways, so that tells you more information. It gives you Rust bans, stuff like that from using this counting console. Violations. So as it just says, broken violations on the server. It tells you how many hours you're on the server. It tells you the ping of the player. It tells you how long you've been connected for, your IP and the VPN if you have a VPN or something like that on. Which don't try to DDoS me, guys. I'm using a VPN. Not a VPN. It's similar like a VPN, where it changes my IP. Anyways, next, what it does, so you can clear offline players. So if there's people offline, it would go here. Now for bans, so if I ban myself, you go new bans, right? So if, say for instance, say if you wanted to ban someone, right? You would go to players, you would copy their Steam ID from here. Then what you would do is you go here. You put their Steam ID as which their IP is. Then you can choose how long you want the ban for how many days or unlimited. You can choose if they're permanently banned from everything, which if they use the the IP of their band, their from their internet provider, they will not be allowed to join the server. Join the server, and then you can tell the reason of the ban. Okay. Statistics, which really, if you don't even need to use it, to be honest with you, it's just there if you need to use it. Okay, so for the powered users, this gives you so what you do, you put the Steam ID, the player, the username of the player. You'll say if you want to ban them. You can ban anyone pretty much. You can unban only players the person's banned on that account. Like say if it was admin and you ban the admin from the server for admin abusing, something like that. You can put their Steam ID in here, and you can put the username. You can ban the player. You can do all this right here if you really wanted to. Okay. Next will be configuration, is which I showed you before. Or you can customize that if you disconnect from the server. And then that's all. Links will be in the description for where to download all this stuff. I'll put this server in the description also, and where you can donate to the server. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next time.